It's gonna be a good day. I gotta jump in this old boy. Sure is gonna be a nice morning. So we're about 15 miles away from home. I brought Uncle Adam's truck over here, and we are gonna play a fun game called Looking for the Combine. I'm gonna jump in this tractor here. I'm gonna go try to find the combine. Well, it looks like my Uncle Clint got a cool birthday present. Uncle Adam even took time to clean the windows for me. Oh, that's nice. Get iPad fired up here. We got to get it on Climate Field View cab so that way we can document stuff, because this is our main way of documenting our yields and what happened throughout the year. This is just what's going on with the combine. Another way to look at the yield and the moisture. My goodness, Adam. He's all the way over there. Now I'm 3/4 of the way full. What's that?
I feel like I'm in a new tractor. It's just that you're like a little bit right there.
Yeah, I gotta go back a couple more times. Have you ever just wondered what that button does, but you never really want to click it because, like, if you're combining, all of a sudden it just self-destruct and then, well, you're gone. But hey, speaking of yield, that soybean dust is gnarly stuff. Adam just got covered in it. As you can see, the wind, he is upwind from that soybean dust, because that stuff can get you really, really itchy in a hurry. What the heck? Why is there somebody's bean head in our alfalfa field? That's a 45-foot draper head. That's weird. It's like there's something else that's coming here or something. Huh, weird. There's a neighbor combine. Howdy. There they go. Boy, that sure is a nice S780. That sure is nice. Man, it'd be cool to demo one of those someday. But we'll keep trucking along with the S670. Oh, it's been a minute since I stepped out of the combine, and now my Uncle Clint is gonna come switch me because this is his farm. And so, yeah, now I'm gonna run the hog wagon. Wait a second. What is the neighbor doing in our field? Now what in the world? This is cool. This is an S780 John Deere combine. Pretty new. Look at this, they even got heated and air conditioning seats. Wow, that's slick. This is all the new style. This is pretty comfy. Huh. Gen 4 dual display monitors. This is neat. Well, I don't know, I might as well fire it up. Wow, that's nice. This is really nice.
You're right, that's how they get a little more length. This shoots kind of.
Yeah, I wonder if it will.
Not as much as I thought.
No, neither.
Scoot it over a little more.
Huh, still pretty cool. So with this combine advisor, it's changing every single setting. Like, so it's not just changing the thing, the rotor speed. It's like changing everything from your sieve clearances and things like that to your concave clearance and then your sieve sections. It's doing all that.
Your fan, your rotor will. I don't know if it gets it.
Yeah, I bet it doesn't need to very often though. I mean, so this is the harvest settings right here.
Yeah.
So it's changing off of a camera on the back of the clean grain elevator, right?
Basically, yeah.
up right now? Or is it just kind of...
No, it's not on right now.
Sure. Yeah, so with our combine, we're running at like 12 for the clearance, and then like 520 for our rotor speed. I don't know if that's just because our comp kits are maybe just a little bit different than what this is, but that's interesting to see this one set at 400, and that's what it's... Well, I mean, you can tell they're all broken apart back there.
Because I ran a little bit of corn with it at our test plot up in Red Oak, and
Sure.
just ran about 5 and got in. When you got in some really green wet stuff, that some of it was 16%. Yeah, it would shoot up on the power meter, and but unless you weren't, if you weren't in the wet stuff, it just ate it.
Yeah, I bet. So if you look real closely here, something that is standard on the Harvest Smart of the S780 is that it'll control the reel speed. So if you start going slower, the reel goes slower. If you go quicker, the reel goes quicker. So I kind of demonstrate that. I kind of zoomed in on it. Check that out. It's kind of neat. Right there, the header slowed down, the reel slowed down. And as you speed up, it speeds up. That is crazy. So what does that help with? Is that just bringing the beans in the right time?
Yeah, I mean, when you slow down, those beans kind of go forward, and your reel's still going fast. Just throw them out.
Yeah. So if you have like split soybeans in there, and you're going to be able to see that, and it'll make that adjustment to your rotor speed or something like that. Is that essentially what that is doing?
Yes, and organic matter residue in it. Seen that.
It's so tall. I mean, our other unload auger, it doesn't go that. That's awesome. That is cool. I gotta get video of that. That is really cool. Huh. It's pretty quick too.
2.86 bushel per second.
Really? Wow, 2 bushel, no more than 2 bushel a second. That's awesome. In all seriousness, I can't stress enough how awesome this opportunity was. So thank you to Agrivision and Landon for bringing out that demo, and Henry for talking to us about it. Good morning, guys. I had to come grab you out of the the combine. But as you can see, we got our, oh man, the lens is messed up. There we go. We have our corn head on the front of the combine. We are completely done with soybeans now, and now we're on corn. This is our first field of corn. I think it averaged pretty well. I can tell you guys here. I don't know, guys. It's not giving me a yield, but the map is very green, so that's good. But what I got to do now is I got to take one of these semis into town. I'm probably going to take my dad's Peterbilt because the Freightliner sometimes can be a little bit hard to drive. So I'm going to start building the air in Dad's Peterbilt, and then we'll go from there. But it's really windy out today, so that's not good. Trucking. We're here on the home farm, and now this is when farming gets fun because we're moving so many bushels. For example, this field's averaging like 175 to 200 bushel an acre. So every time he goes across an acre, he has basically half a combine load. So it really speeds things up, and we really get going quick. Well, so I'm in down corn, and this is what I'm dealing with. It's just bunching up there by the deck plates, and I can't seem to get any corn moving. So I gotta get out, try not to fall off the corn head, and clean this out. Go me. So by no means should I be complaining about this down corn, because this is nothing compared to the guys that had that storm issues with derecho in central Iowa and different parts of the country. But the reason I had these problems is because I was going too fast. So in the video I seem irritated, but it really is my fault, and I'm just an inexperienced, lousy farmer that tries to get a lot done in a short amount of time, but isn't very patient. So I kind of spread it out. Let's see if that makes a difference.
Push your left button to the right.
There we go. It's trying to feed now.
To the right or the left, middle.
I don't know if this is a part. I can't read that.
So here's a complete situation, guys. This tie rod right here is supposed to be in this gap right here, and it should look like that. This piece broke off. It looks like it's been breaking for a little while now, and I just did the finishing touches to it. So what we got to do here is we got to put some boards down right here and get this tire to where it's elevated. Take off all these bolts here. Pull this tire off, and then it looks like we got to get this piece isolated here. So what I'm thinking we're going to do is either take off all of these bolts that run along the bottom of here and then the top, this sensor, and pull it off that way and pull off this whole system, or we find, you know, that's the only way I think it's going to be able to happen. So I have bridge plank in the back of my pickup, so I'm going to lay that down here, get that ready to go, and then I'll bring Adam's pickup up here and get the jack there, try to get it jacked up. By the time Adam gets here, maybe he can help me pull this tire off. I'm wearing these goofy glasses because the wind is so bad that it's blowing all this little chaff and stuff in my eyes. So you might be thinking you might be able to weld this. Well, there's two different issues here. That's a piece of cast. So cast is not very easy to weld. It doesn't heat up right. There's just a lot of steps that you got to go through in order to weld cast efficiently and effectively. Also, it is super dry and there's like 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So if you strike an arc and you drop some flames down to the bottom and it catches this chaff on fire, you can say goodbye to this field, goodbye to that combine, because it's just going to take right off. So this is the easiest way, but it definitely isn't cost effective. Let's throw this bridge plank underneath here and get going. Enough of me talking. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to help reinstall this tire and the whole system that I broke because I was taking senior pictures, believe it or not. But the guys got it fixed. Everything was back moving. They had to go after that cast piece, which was like 40 miles away, and then they had to go another 30 miles after a tie rod because the tie rod was bigger on this certain cast piece. So all in all, they got it fixed. But I'm terrible at remembering to record an outro, so this is me saying thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you watching, and please continue to watch, but enjoy this bonus footage of a red combine. So what are we doing?
What?
What are we doing?
Going Furman.
Going Furman. Is that right? You ready to run some real equipment?
Yeah, because it's red.
No, we're gonna go run green equipment.
Nope.
And I'm driving in the grass again.
Red
Hold on.
all the time.
Is that what you call distracted driving? I went in the grass twice. What have I gotten myself into today? Well, viewers, it's always something new. Combining corn. Ready to do some work? Huh?
Really?
You know you're gonna get recorded most of the day.
Why?
Because you're gonna be operating a
No.
12,000,
You are.
no you are, 150 trillion pound piece of equipment. Yeah. Pretty sure it's a red combine. That's a red combine. Allison, you told me we're gonna be with real farm equipment today.
Yeah, it is. Pretty sure your green combine hasn't taken out any corn yet, has it?
Let's not talk about that. So, fun fact, if you watched my hauling manure with precision applicators, which there's gonna be like a deal like right there, you can go watch that if you haven't. But if you have, this is one of the fields that me and Allie pulled manure on. I believe, did I get you recorded driving the tractor? I don't know if I did or not, but I pulled manure on this field and then like another field right behind us. And so it's probably the best yielding corn you'll ever find because the John Deere tractor was pulling manure across it. So I'm guessing it's probably well in 500, 600 bushel an acre, but that's just my assumption going into this. I'm pretty sure every like 5 minutes he has to unload his hopper, so, but he could probably thank me later for that. Anyways, Yeah, if you haven't watched that video, go check it out. But we're gonna go do some farming because he's farming back here, and I'm excited. Are you excited?
I'm excited too.
I'm very excited. If we haven't taken any corn yet, like Ali said, and he's taking corn right now. Must be a fellow YouTuber. So I'm moving a case tractor. Instantly right off the bat, I gotta say this thing is quite a bit bigger than anything that we run. He's running about 900 bushel grain cart behind him, and ours is 800 bushels. So this one can fill a whole entire semi in one load if you use to fill it completely to the brim. So that's kind of cool. Ours couldn't do that. But yeah, what do you think? Do you have any words of wisdom?
Not really. I like this buddy seat better though.
Do you? It's a nicer buddy seat.
Mm-hmm.
There you have it, folks. If you need to, if you're buying a tractor just because of its buddy seat, invest in a Case 9330. And it also has, like, I don't know, way bigger duals, as you can tell on it. We're about 8 million feet off the ground, but this is also a big four-wheel drive tractor, so it pivots in the back. Instead of like the front tires turning, it pivots in the back. So that's kind of neat, but it's a little different when you're turning right off the back because your front tires aren't moving, right? Yep. Oh yeah. We're moving corn. There, I think we're straight now.
This is gonna give someone a seizure watching this.
See, what did I tell you guys about 300 bushel corn? Actually, like 6,000 bushel corn, because we just got done unloading, which I didn't mess up, but he already has a hopper. That's kind of crazy. Can't see any corn going in. There's Mr. Farmer Brad out scouting his corn, just taking a look at it. It's good corn. What do you think?
Pretty alright.
Yep, it's good corn. Except for the color of the combine. It's not so hot.